Hello Substance TV, this is Sean, and today we're going to take a look at a new PC title called Legend of Grimrock. It's a dungeon crawling adventure RPG, and it's got some pretty interesting things going on in it, and I just sort of wanted to give you all a crash course on the game so you can be prepared for your dungeon adventure. Today we're going to be at one of the earlier scenes in the game, so I can just sort of show you the beginning. I don't want to give anything away because there are a lot of puzzles and a lot of riddles and stuff, and it's important to figure those out for yourself. So what you're going to see right away is that we've got four different characters down here, and they all have their own little sheets. Here's me. I'm a hero warrior human guy. We've got a minotaur, we've got a lizard rogue, we've got a bug magician also. And all of them are represented right here, what you see. I guess they're considered to all four be in the same little spot. The game is kind of grid-based, so like when you walk, you actually move through the squares. You can move forward and backwards. If you want to rotate, there's actually rotate buttons, so you can strafe, which is pretty cool. The game is real-time, which is kind of different for this sort of game. I was pretty surprised myself. So when combat happens, you'll actually select... Oh, hold on. My torch is about to go out. Let's get a new torch out here. Who's got one? I think there's one in this bag here. Put a new torch out. There you go. Nice and bright. Anywho, so when you attack, you actually will click on the weapon you want to use. And these guys are actually in the formation that you see here. So me and the Minotaur are in front, while the Rogue and the Wizard are in back. So we are going to tend to take damage first, but also melee attacks won't attack from behind. So if I were to like swing this torch, it wouldn't hit him. So you can see it'll just miss. So I have him equipped with a rocks, like he can throw rocks out, and then this guy actually has magic. And magic in this game works really differently. You actually right-click to say you want to use a spell, and you'll have lots of different runes. Now, on your character sheet, let me back up. Yeah, on your character sheet, you actually have lots of different stats. And you put points into each of your skills, and they're actually not only going to give you like bonuses, like as you can see, I can get like +10 to resistances from there and vitality bonuses, but that'll actually grant me the ability to use these spells. Now, you don't just get the spells by leveling up. You're actually going to have to find scrolls too. And these scrolls will actually show you which runes you have to click on to use the spells. So, like say for instance, if since I'm kind of an earth guy, if I were to just use an earth spell straight out, I'll create like this poison cloud. But once my spell, I can cast another one here. I can click on that same poison ability, and then more of a projectile option too, and then I can fire it out as a projectile. So you can sort of mix and match your spells, and there's a lot of creativity there. But it does create a hindrance because, again, the combat is real time. So wandering through your spells here is pretty rough, and you can't exactly just hotkey spells. So you have to be really careful and make sure that you hit the right spells, because if you do happen to pick the wrong spells, it'll just fizzle out, which uses a mess ton of your magic, so you don't really want to do that. But anywho, yeah, all your guys have cooldowns, so when I attack, you kind of get a rhythm going. And based on the speed of the attack and the encumbrance of the character, will depend on how fast you are then able to attack again. So like if I attack with that and then this and throw a rock out and he's going to swing, you can see nobody can attack right now, and they'll come back at intervals. So we're going to go ahead and move into a combat situation. I'm going to pick up that rock. You see a switch here. Now, switches in this game, the game actually is pretty smart with how it works. You could actually, like if I wanted to activate the switch with a rock, I could actually throw the rock and it'll land on the switch, or I could use my body. In this case, we're just going to go step on the switch, and we're going to be meted by a big guard. So, wow, there's a lot of them there. I don't know how this is going to go. So we're going to poison. I'm going to start this fight here. These guys are kicking my butt. Use a fireball. So those rocks don't do a whole lot, but it's kind of better than nothing, I guess, right? This guy is undead. I don't think my poison attack is actually doing any good, so we're not going to do that again. Now, in combat... Oh my goodness. Here we go. You can see here we're not going to win this fight, so we're actually going to retreat, because that's not happening. And hopefully we can get away from these guys. So we got away. That's the thing in this game. It's much like other roguelikes. You're going to die a lot, so you want to make sure to prepare for all of your combats, and don't be afraid to run away. To heal up, you're going to heal slowly over time. You also have a food meter, which you can see right here. You need to make sure to keep everybody well fed. You can right click on food and it'll feed them up. But everybody has different hunger levels, and actually the different races require certain amounts of food. So now that they're all fooded up, let's get everybody, here we go. Okay. He doesn't have food. He'll be okay though. So you can rest. So we go ahead and hit the rest button, and you'll see that you regenerate really quick. However, movements are still happening, so it's very possible that you could come back to an ambush. So you want to kind of use your rest sparingly and make sure that you can gain back your needed strength. As far as interacting with the environment, there's actually a lot you can do here also. If something's on the ground, like you could, if something was, oh, I guess you can't drop something like that. Let me see if I can drop something. So something on the ground would look like that. You just kind of walk up and pick it up. You can put it in anybody's inventory. You also can like pick up items straight off of the wall, which is pretty cool. Switches will actually activate, and there's even hidden wall points. I can hear those guys. That's not looking good. So we're gonna go ahead and head into this fight. Probably gonna die, but that's kind of half the fun in this game. So let's give it our all. Yeah, it's not looking good. See, now I can, in real time, I can actually switch out my members of my party up here too. So I can actually switch that guy out there because he's got a little more health. We're going down. We got 2 of them so far. Now, death is not, it's not a deal breaker in this game. You can still make it. Awesome. We actually succeeded. I wasn't expecting that. But, again, all the goodies on the ground can be for your spoils. The Minotaur actually has a higher weight capacity, so he's going to hold all this for now. You never know what you'll need something for. Some of the puzzles actually will require like a lot of interesting stuff, like leaving your weapons at the door or balancing weight. All sorts of stuff that you'd expect to find in a good D&D adventure. My guys aren't permanently dead either, so I can actually find a healing crystal somewhere in the dungeon and heal up. So that's Legend of Grimrock. It's pretty awesome, but it's not without its difficulty. And the maps, the caverns are pretty crazy, so it wouldn't be a bad game to have a pen and paper out for. So yeah, let us know how you feel about the game in the comments, and we'll see you next time.